Hey folks, I wanted to clear up that World of Warcraft stream that a bunch of people saw me do, saying that, hey, you're playing on a private server, but you're pretty against piracy, Toegoff. Isn't that extremely hypocritical of you? Unfortunately, because I muted myself, which I've made sure not to do this time, um, it was one of those things that I had discussed in the video, but did not really get a chance to defend because I was muted. The leading reason that I kind of started going on a private server, I realized that's against their EULA. And the reason that I decided to do it was that I was a World of Warcraft player for a number of years. Maybe 5 years or so that I played. Played up until, through a bunch of Wrath of the Lich King. I never got Cataclysm, but, I was a pretty dedicated WoW player. I really enjoyed it. But I didn't like the way that the game was going. Unfortunately, one of the things that I had talked about in piracy and talked about through all of that was that if the game that you want is not available, to me that becomes a gray area. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm aware, World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade is not available anywhere. I don't like where the game has gone and how it shifted. If Blizzard were to release a old school WoW, this is just our vanilla server, this is just up until Burning Crusade, this is just up until Lich King, with the old patches and everything like that, I would pay for it. I would gladly pay for it. If it was a one-time fee, I couldn't see it being the same, as the $15 fee or 13 or whatever it is, maybe $5 or something like that. But, I don't really see it as very hypocritical because I'm not playing it just to play a quote-unquote free game. I'm playing it for an experience that I really enjoyed that I don't feel that I can get anywhere else. I do own World of Warcraft. I have played it, as a dedicated subscriber for a number of years. But what I really, really enjoyed about the game was basically up to Burning Crusade. I enjoyed the heroic instances that were very challenging. The heroic instances in Burning Crusade were really a considerable challenge compared to what Lich King did to them. Even Karazhan. I thought Karazhan was probably one of the best instances, one of the best rating instances out there. And so the question might be then, well, why don't you just play up to the Burning Crusade in, World of Warcraft? It doesn't really work that way. You can, but it's not the same game. A lot has changed. A lot of the classes have changed. The patching has changed, and everything like that. So what my point was that if Blizzard were to release an old school server that you could play on, I would more than happily pay for that and join on to that. Unfortunately, that's not really an option. So, is it hypocritical? Well, that's for you to decide on. That's for you to decide on what you consider gray area and what you don't. I'm not going to pirate games. I still haven't purchased Mass Effect 3, but that's because I'm waiting for the price to go down on it. I could very, very easily and have all of the skills needed that I would need to torrent it and play it, but as a matter of principle, I'm not going to do it. So, it's up to you on what you think. If that's, extremely hypocritical of you, Toegoff, and you're a horrible person, well, I'm a horrible person. But, I just wanted to clear that up since there was a number of questions about it, and I really didn't get a chance to have a defensive video, so to speak, because I muted myself. But, hopefully that clears some stuff up. I can't talk either. As always, thanks for watching. Tune in the other videos. Thanks for watching, folks.